Bulls got the Pacers today, but before we get into that, let's talk about this Ayo Dosunmu injury. It's frustrating news, man. As a Chicago Bulls fan, it keeps happening to us where these guys, they get injured, they sit out a couple weeks, they get cleared to play, then they come back, they re-injure themselves, and then they get surgery, and they're out for the year. We saw it with Lonzo, we saw it with Javonte Green, we see this all the time. We saw it with Zach LaVine last year, Patrick Williams last year. See it all the time. And what makes it so frustrating is this offseason, the Chicago Bulls, they revamped their training staff. So the thought was this wouldn't happen anymore. Well, new training staff, same problems. Ayo Dosunmu literally less than 48 hours ago, he played 23 minutes. He was playing in overtime. Why was he cleared to play if he had a shoulder instability that was going to require surgery? How did you not do these scans? How did you not do these tests before you cleared him to play to determine that this is what's going to happen? So it's frustrating, man. Speaking as an athletic trainer, the way the Chicago Bulls handle their business has never made sense to me. So I'm frustrated, but let's get into these 5 keys to victory. Key number 1, who's guarding Pascal Siakam? So Siakam is quietly having a really good season in Indiana, and he's been shredding the Bulls whenever he's played them since the trade. I mean, even before the trade when he was in Toronto, he always shredded the Bulls. So it's going to be interesting. The Bulls don't have anybody on the roster who's equipped to handle him. Matas Buzelis, Julian Phillips, maybe they can stick with him a little bit, but he's going to bully them. He's going to be too big for them. So the thing that is going to be interesting to me is how does Zach Collins affect Pascal Siakam? Because Siakam, whenever he torches the Bulls, it's because he gets past the first line of defense, and then Nikola Vucevic offers no rim protection, no help defense. Zach Collins, we've seen in the last couple of starts, he's not a great shot blocker, but he moves his feet, he gets in the right position, he contests layups, he protects the rim 100 times better than Vucevic does. So I'm interested to see if that factors into Siakam or not tonight. Key number 2, Tyrese Haliburton. So he had a very slow start to the year. People were saying that he was overrated, that he was done, that he was cooked. Since the new year, man, since January 1st, he's been really fucking good, guys. He's averaging like 20 points, 9 assists. He's shooting 50% from the field, 40% from 3 since January 1st. Dude's been playing really good basketball lately. A lot of people haven't really noticed, but tonight against the Bulls, it's going to be interesting. In his 2 games against the Bulls this year, he's shooting 7 of 12 from 3. So he's torching them. The Bulls, especially without Ayo Dosunmu, it's going to be a lot of Lonzo Ball on him tonight. Key number 3, can we slow down Miles Turner? So Miles Turner, he always torches us, and it's largely because he's a horrible matchup for Vooch. Vooch can't guard him out on the perimeter. He's too athletic for him. Vooch doesn't really box him out, so the dude is always hitting the offensive glass, and he's a really good shot blocker too. So once again, I'm interested to see how is it different with Zach Collins out there. Zach Collins can move his feet. He can stay with him a little bit. He's going to offer better protection at the rim. Can Zach Collins slow down Miles Turner? That's going to be a big key to tonight's game. Key number 4, close out on their shooters. The Pacers, last year's Pacers are kind of the blueprint for this year's Bulls. They get up and down the court. They shoot a lot of threes. They play fast. They play kind of reckless. Sometimes you watch them and you're like, what the hell's the game plan here? The difference is the Pacers, they have the ability when the threes aren't falling, they can throw it inside to Siakam. They can get it easy 2 points. The Bulls have not shown that ability at all. When the three's not falling, they have no plan B. So it's going to be interesting tonight to see whose threes are falling more, who's getting up and down the court better. And if that game does get slowed down, are the Bulls going to be able to counter what Pascal Siakam's doing? Key number 5, Matas Buzelis. Let the man close a game, dude. It's been nice. He's been playing 25 to 30 minutes a night for the past month or so, but he's not playing in the fourth quarter. They're not letting him close games. He needs these reps. It's valuable for him. He needs to either sink or swim in these situations. Let him get out there and prove himself. So those are my 5 keys to victory. Let me know in the comments how you guys feel about today's game, and how do you feel about this Ayo news, man? It's a fucking bummer.